in that
They're
team.
not.
Yes.
Yeah. But if both of them, I mean, again, if let's say Foster's out for the year, and let's say Gangba's not 100% going into the NCAA tournament, that's a big difference for a Duke team that, frankly,
huge.
didn't have a ton of margin for error anyway. Now, again, if Sarr plays the way he's played lately, sure. Like, he's been a threat offensively, the last few games here. And, to me, Evans wasn't great tonight. But, again, their defense was just so good in the second half. Like, that's the thing, is they can turn off the water. And now, again, Carolina missing their best offensive player. They don't have a ton. And really, they're in trouble now. They're in trouble. I mean, we talk about Duke all day, but this Carolina team, it's kind of sad because we felt like going in. Was it you, Rob? No, somebody recently had him as like, it was Hummel. When I did the podcast with Hummel last week, he was like, they're like the sleeper, not a top 5 pick, top 5 seed. And he took him before Caleb Wilson obviously was re-injured.
I would have agreed with that. Like, I think was, I think he was right about that.
Yeah, it's fine. I just gave him shit because he's Hummel. But I think the biggest thing is now they really have no shot. I mean, they really have no shot of making a run, a real run. I mean, if they win, honestly, if they go to the Sweet 16, that's a hell of a run at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost like losing a first-team All-American, something that's really going to impact your team overall. So it sucks.
A little bit.
Injuries suck.
Yeah, I like you guys said, I mean, I think you have to adjust that way down when you lose Caleb Wilson. So I did any other observations on Carolina, because we, other than what Goodman said, Dauster, from them tonight, or is it just one of those things where it is what it is with them at this point?
I mean, they found one in Derek Dixon. Like, he's going to be a stud. He's the guy. Like, if you're going to prioritize stuff in the free agency period, this year, this spring, I think Derek Dixon is the guy that you prioritize. Like, obviously you want to get Henry Visar back. Like, that's an obvious one, right? But Derek Dixon is the guy, like, I think you want to build that backcourt around for the long term. I think he's terrific.
Yeah, this also, John, I don't want to say gives, like, Hubert an excuse, but, like, anybody who is going to look to make a determination on Hubert's future based off this postseason, you now can't do it. Now it's hey, listen, he had a good year. Yeah, like, they had a good year. The hard part, if you're a Carolina fan, is just constantly watching Duke be dominant in the regular season now and praying that Duke doesn't win the whole thing one of these years, because it's got to be a little frustrating, because you're that team that kind of, even when you made that run of the national title game, let's face it, you were mediocre for most of the season. So they've had their moments, but they haven't had nearly the consistency that Duke has had since Hubert Davis took over.
Absolutely. So Duke wins, and obviously, gets their get back, but it does not come without some cost, which is, the availability of Caleb Foster may be done for the year, and a lesser injury to Pat Ngongwu, but again, not expecting him for the ACC tournament, according to John Shire. All right, Rob, I'm glad you showed up for this, because it's Goodman. It's time to crown our new 4th number 1 seed.
Yeah.
We have a